battle there, we end up killing each other, but unfortunately that was left out. I was going to kill Harry, but again. I hope the 8th book would be Draco Malfoy and the never happened. There was so many deaths. It's kind of cool. There was so much going on, and yet I managed to evade that one. So I'm very glad I was in the final battle bit in the Room of Requirement. We've shot a bit of that already, and it looks awesome, man. You should see that place on fire. It looks great. Hot as well. Thank you. What's up, buddy?
I was wondering, when you were playing a bag of a douchebag in the movies, does it seem hard for Harry Potter fans, kind of can't actually stay on just being a douche?
I mean, not that far, but they've definitely shown some distaste. I don't want to single out Americans, but I do get a lot of letters from troubled Americans saying, please leave Harry alone. What is wrong with you? Can't you see he's a good guy? I'm just blown away that these guys are taking it so seriously. And there was the one guy actually who tried to adopt me as well. He thought that I could turn my life around. I came and stayed with him. Luckily my mother rejected that one.
Did he offer you candy?
Yes, he actually legally did change his name. He sent me the forms and then sent me an adoption form. He wanted me to divorce my parents, change my name to Draco, and come live happily ever after. Very complicated. I'm hoping he's not in the audience. Hey, sorry.
Hello. That gentleman is dodgy. That's what I say. You mentioned praising the main three for their evolution as actors.
Sure.
And I just want to commend you because you, to me, have had a really huge evolution as an actor, particularly in this in Half-Blood Prince. Because I don't mean this in a bad way, but honestly, Draco was like a comic book character.
Sure.
He was really just twirled the mustache and,
Very one-dimensional, yeah.
Right, absolutely, as you mentioned. So I really have to commend that you really, I understand, I really believe you when you say now you're in love with acting. It really shows in this film because I really feel Draco's pain and anguish.
Yeah, I can't tell you how much I mean.
Yeah, honestly, it's wonderful that you commend them. They certainly did do a good job, but that's a huge leap that you made because you had so little to work with, if you don't mind my saying that.
Sure.
Right, and for you to be this pain, this young boy in pain, really, and I work with teenagers, so really, I'm blown
away, thank you.
Yeah, well, the question I wanted to ask, as far as acting is concerned, you're in love with it now, you wish to go on with film work, and you're thinking of acting in the future, so I would like to ask you, what sort of films might you like to do in the future? And I'd like to mention that Matthew Lewis was here last year, and he happened to bring up that he's looking forward to being an action star, in the final film with the sword fighting, and I didn't know what sort of film you might want, perhaps action, perhaps comedy. You seem like you have some comic chops. What sort of acting like you want to do?
It ties in neatly with what you said actually before. The whole passion for acting thing has come from the idea of getting a script that I think, I can't do this, I don't feel confident doing this. And at the end of it thinking, oh wait a minute, I did it, it was okay, I managed to do it, and that really boosts confidence. So the one thing now would be for me to get a script and for me to say, I really can't do that, and then for someone to say, no, I believe you can, and then for me to go through with it, whether it means, whether it's a romantic comedy or a war film or different accents, different parts of the world, whatever it may be, anything that really challenges me now is something that I'd love to take head on really, but I think the character is purposefully written very one-dimensional for the first 5 books to try and make the 6th one seem as a, you know, a bigger revelation for him as possible. But yeah, as far as acting goes, I was terrified before shooting this film. So that's why I think it's evoked this real passion for filmmaking, because I feel like it went okay. Thank you for the question. I really appreciate it. Hiya.
I was wondering what scene you're most excited for filming in the summer?
There's so many. I was very excited about doing the Room of Requirements, but I had to wear that bloody harness for 2 weeks. Literally crippled myself with that thing. But genuinely, I'm really glad that doing the 19 years later. I'm so grateful that she wrote Draco into that scene. So yeah, Daniel, Bonnie, Emma, Rupert, and myself will be aged 20 years on with some sort of prosthetic masks or something like that. So I'm really excited to see. Well, I think I'm excited to see what I look like as an old man. I'm hoping they're going to be flashing. Yeah, I'll see a few less wrinkles here, and They asked me to bring in a photo of my dad, so I gave him a photo of Brad Pitt and said something. That's not a good example to show them at all. I've got 3 older brothers, so they wanted to see what they look like as well. So yeah, I'm really excited they're actually going to use us, not actors. And I get to have a son, a 7-year-old son at 21. Being really good. So I'm looking forward to meeting little Scorpius, so whoever he is. We're still casting him now, actually, if anyone's interested. This kid is perfect. Thank you.
Hi Tom.
Hey.
I was wondering, where do you get your inspiration for your music, and which one of your songs is your favorite?
Inspiration, people actually, and yourself. Quite a few people have come to me today and said that they really enjoy listening to my music, and I find that bizarre that people halfway around the world are listening to something that I've made in my bedroom with a guitar and a laptop. So it's really weird. But yeah, hearing someone say that they love my music, that really inspires me to actually follow recording more and put it out, because it's all very, low-key. I don't take it that seriously. There's acres of mistakes in every single song, I'm sure you'll, point out. But as far as musicians go, Jack Johnson pretty much single-handedly got me to hook up the guitar, and I've been following him pretty tight ever since, really. So yeah, but there's so much inspiration. I love such eclectic music. I love gangster rap, and I love classicals. Anything in between, really. So it's kind of cool. Thank you. I'm sorry if I answer your question, by the way. I'm so crap for going off on a tangent. I'll answer something completely separate from what you asked me.
Hi.
Hey there.
This microphone is short. I just wanted to ask you, how do you feel about doing stuff like this? Doing conventions and being in front of this many people who just love your work?
Very first convention this is, so... Broken in, it's kind of cool. Yeah, I don't know what to, it's funny, man, because Matt Lewis, I spoke to Matt Lewis and James Oliver before coming out here, and he said, trust me, it's mad and it's exciting. And I said, explain it to me. Explain it, give me some more details. And they just said, you have to see it. You can't see it. There are words for it. And even last night I was on the phone to my friends, and they were like, what's it like, what's it like? And I was like, you can't imagine. You need to see these things with your own eyes. I think it's amazing where there are so many people that come into one place, and everyone just seems to be in such good spirits. There is no dress code, clearly. As long as you feel comfortable in your own skin, man, that's all it requires you to be here. So